What happens to Bruno's father in the book?
Hello everyone. Today, we're going to discuss a very touching and profound part of the novel, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, by John Boyne. Specifically, we're focusing on the fate of one character, Bruno's father. Let's jump right into it, but remember, we're entering spoiler territory.
Who is Bruno's father?
Firstly, let's set the scene. Bruno's father, Ralph, is a high-ranking officer in the Nazi military during World War II. He's transferred to command the Auschwitz concentration camp, leading to Bruno's family moving from Berlin to a house near the camp. This is the setting of our story.
What happens to Bruno?
Before we get to Bruno's father's fate, it's important to understand what happens to Bruno himself. In the tragic climax of the novel, Bruno sneaks into the Auschwitz camp to befriend a Jewish boy named Shemuel. Bruno, not fully understanding the harsh reality of the camp, ends up in a gas chamber where he meets a cruel and untimely death.
Bruno's father's realization.
The harsh reality of Bruno's death makes Ralph finally understand the horrifying truth of his actions and the Nazi regime he serves. He finds Bruno's clothes near the camp's perimeter fence, signaling that his son has entered the camp.
What is the fate of Bruno's father?
So, what happens to Ralph, Bruno's father, in the end? In the immediate aftermath of realizing what happened to his son, Ralph is filled with a mix of horror, guilt, and grief. Then, as the Allies liberate the camp, Ralph is arrested by the soldiers. While the novel ends at this point, historical events suggest that as a high-ranking SS officer, Ralph would have been put on trial for war crimes. The book, however, leaves his ultimate fate to our imagination. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas is a deeply moving and disturbing novel. Bruno's father, Ralph, is a character whose fate is interwoven with the historical atrocities of the Holocaust. His realization of the horrific implications of his actions, prompted by the tragic death of his son, is a profound moment in the story. This serves as a chilling reminder of the human cost of war and hate. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video has brought some additional insight into this impactful novel.